Yeah, there was this group show on the Allegory, and I had this tribute to feminism composed of three separate shaped canvases, shaped like gingerbread men or jigsaw puzzle pieces. You could look at them as gingerbread men or women to say that each of the paintings contain palatable ideas that are at the same time fragile, breakable, you know. Or you can look at the separate pieces as jigsaw puzzle pieces to say that the statements in the paintings are looking for a place in society where they can fit. So one of the panels, which I call the Fetishist or Allegory of our collective sadness slash badness, was a Picasso-esque piece meant to portray a fetishist. But instead of referring to a specific sort of fetishist, I had the figure look more like a composite depicting several representations of sexual fetish, including clothing fetish, cosplay fetish included, hair fetish, possibly also latex or PVC fetish, if the bra there would be interpreted as latex, PVC, uniform fetish, lipstick or makeup fetish, and mechanophilia, among other sexual fetishes and sexual kinks, collaged for the figure composition. You would also notice a pair of eyeglasses on the floor at the bottom right of the painting to represent eyeglasses fetish. Now, the parenthetical title of the panel, as well as the text on the painting's central heart shape, which reads, sad, bad, but not Kapoor, wanted to refer to this compound of various sexual fetishes in the figure as standing for both a sadness and a badness in our collective society. It's like this. Sadness, which is often expressed as a black or gray mood, is a result of what one cannot be or have. You can't be this or can't have that, you'll be sad. That would, I think, be quite obvious to everyone, and we can all agree on that. Badness, on the other hand, also often expressed as a black mood, is something more complex and latent. It can refer to human resourcefulness in finding ways of momentarily becoming what one cannot be, or it can refer to having that thing that one cannot have. Let's say by the harmful stealing of another's ham for a Christmas dinner, so that one can pretend to be someone able to afford ham for Christmas. That is badness. In parallel, a sexual kink is a means to enhance partner intimacy through fantasy, just as a fetish is a means to replace that intimacy. Thus, both a badness akin to human resourcefulness badness at achieving enhancements and replacements in human existence. Unlike stealing, however, these latter badnesses are often harmless. Now, as for the black heart, notice that the text inside this black heart central image of the painting uses the conjunction but for the phrase, but not Kapoor. It's there to intimate that the blackness in this sadness and badness situation is at a merely sociological or socio-psychological level and not at an Anish Kapoorian spiritual Buddhist or Hindu level. You can check Kapoor's symbolist or neo-symbolist spiritual claims for the black holes in some of his sculptures. But there's a common point between those two levels, Kapoor's spiritual black holes and my painting psychological black heart. They both treat of the color or non-color black as a positive color or non-color instead of negative, spiritual or obsession with the beyond in Kapoor's sculpture's case, and resourcefulness in my painting's case. However, as a second meaning, this very harsh mention of Kapoor would also inevitably allude to the controversy around the Kapoor patented Vantha black pigment, which controversy was signified in the feminist series or triptych of mine as a product of a male possessiveness in Kapoor. That possessiveness can be contrasted with a female motherly instinct to nurture everyone instead of one individual self. This nurturing desire is perhaps achievable through, say, the spirit of the commons. That communal maternal instinct is represented in this painting's heart image through its use of a commonly owned black pigment, not a patented for exclusive use pigment, not a patented for exclusive use one. The whole metaphorical narratives alluding to commonality and community in this painting, therefore, again, as per my direct allusion to them in my title, should lead people to assert the possibility of fetishism and the sexual kink as being both common and even communal, and not merely special or rare among a few individuals. In that sense, the painting becomes a celebration of communal fetish or kink, or rather of communal or collective resourcefulness, okay, leading to Christmas dinners of what the community can be or have. Which should explain why one of the costumes worn by the female figure is a Voltron costume, okay? Voltron was not one robot machine, but a composite or collective of several robot machines.